Yep. So last week you guys ended up completing your side quest to find the iron. You found some goblins. You murdered some goblins. Turned out the goblins weren't, doing anything particularly bad. They were just using the finders keepers rule. You had some discussions on the morality of possibly murdering goblins, and then you turned in the iron.
Guys, we're about to die. This is all irrelevant.
And we're starting with Vice.
Okay, I'm going to take out my crossbow. 15.
Nice.
Nice.
I'm going to cast Earth Tremor. He has to make a dex save.
Sure.
DC 13. A 2
Gonna
definitely does. He
Fail.
fail.
Fails a lot.
He takes 6 damage and is knocked prone, and a 10-foot sphere, so almost his
Him.
entire existence, is loose terrain.
Okay.
Loose
not
terrain?
It is actually loose earth or stone becomes difficult terrain.
There we go.
Hey,
Okay,
it
good
hits.
so far, good so far. And it rolled
Oh my
damage.
gosh.
Wow.
We've got him right where we want him, brother.
God, that was
Mother of
almost
God.
a crit. That was terrifyingly
29
close to a
29
crit.
hit me. It's tough at level 2 with how much.
But have you
natural
factored
armor I
in
have.
your armor?
Holy
Okay,
fuck.
that was only one
you're-
past your
you're
max
only-
health. That
I was
actually
gonna
was
say you're only
pretty low.
unconscious. You're not dead.
Ralgar, I'm gonna make a death save for you. Make sure your
I
death
would
save
like
tab
to
is
use
closed.
second wind. Oh wait, yep. Let me close that. I would like to use second wind.
Nope. Oh my god! And that's at the beginning of your turn. So currently you are
Holy-
prone on the ground. It's and that's you can always tell if it's a crit because I tell you, and B, you actually go from unconscious to near death. It's great.
I would like.
Like the bonus action second wind.
So hard. Hey, look, I'm just badly injured still.
For an additional 12, which
Oh, yeah.
only showed 8.
It's
That one works?
dead because it's only at 8 health left. That's why it can't
Ah!
do more than its health.
Wham! Yeah, I just knocked 2 of you out of the tontine with that one divine smite. I'm gonna walk up to Bins and say, "Are you okay?" That was hairy for a second.
Harry, Ivory, I have a hole in me. I'm fine. That was fun.
rolling.
And now we have dinner.
Fuck.
I suppose we do. But more importantly, brother, you're up. We have to free the hostages.
What hostages?
Boy, you don't remember. We came. That
I
mammoth
forgot
must have
the
knocked
shit
some
out
sense
of
in you.
me.
The House of the Steel Roses pledged itself to rescuing the hostages and avenging the wolves who sought our help.
All right, I'll follow you as soon as the concussion clears.
Roll a survival check for me for dismembering a mammoth and how long it would take. You technically could definitely dismember a mammoth. This will depend on how long it would. You could probably get a full mammoth in like half an hour, maybe 45 minutes. Only other thing of note that was there is a ice throne with a symbol on it.
We didn't recognize the symbol.
Does anybody recognize the symbol? I do speak giant.
You from here you're able to tell that the ruin is ice. It is the ice ruin for giant. It is a giant ruin for ice. There we go.
It says ice in giant.
Really on the nose.
Yeah, very literal here. Going to see the wolves and letting them know that the mammoth is vanquished if they want to come join us and explain to us where the hostages might be.
You do not see the wolves anywhere.
They're gone?
They are.
Are their paw prints running off in anywhere, or they just simply disappear?
You can do a perception check.
Some say the wolves
Let's-
never existed to begin with.
We're all fake.
That's possible.
You see some paw prints that seem to go out into the snow a little bit, like out to the north and east.
Okay, I'm not going to follow them, but they're not like there was clearly a path that they went to.
Yes.
Okay. Then I will rejoin everybody in the main chamber.
You see a
Oh.
room. And you see a giant bedroll, Aionar. And you can make out behind the bedroll is a carving on the wall of what looks like a very happy giant playing with a mammoth.
Fuck.
And having a great time.
We didn't kill the giant. We killed the mammoth. That's gonna count for something.
Guys, this was the mammoth's bed.
I'm going.
Well,
it's
that
probably
looks like the giant's bed. You do see a
Yep.
small
No, I'm aware
indentation
of
on the
that.
southeast that has
No, I'm
like a
aware.
mammoth spot. But yeah.
No, I
Oh,
know.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So
I'm gonna look at the portrait and go, God, I wonder who these two were.
I'm gonna roll a.
Don't
I'm gonna-
ruin it. Don't ruin it for him.
You know, this is different because we were attacked. So
Hold on.
Said it was all our fault.
We also were told
We
they're
never even saw the
hostages, but
giant.
I don't know who these two people are.
he
Hey, a
did-
hole.
as a reminder, he did say you are to blame for all of this before all of that started.
the mammoth did,
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, then charged us.
but we're not. He was mistaken.
Hey,
So-
before we go down this hole,
There
I
is a
do see
hole.
that there's a cage room that we didn't go in. I say out of character. My dumb ass doesn't know.
So you can look down the hole. Is
Yeah.
that what you're? Oh, you mean
Before we,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
want to
before we get the chest.
before I roll this.
So you
Yeah.
see that the hole leads down to pretty decent ways and then seems to curve to the south. You also see a little near the bottom of it, you see little remnants of frosted white residue.
I don't know, man. Whose idea was this?
Fair
was the
enough.
one-
Then I jumped down.
So you jump down. It's enough of a slope that you could also climb back up if you want. You're able to go down the hole and you see that it comes out the other side outside of the hovel that you're in, the ice lodge.
Do you want to teleport me there?
Sure. There.
Huh. I yell down the hole. It's fine.
You're up
I'm
top.
assuming we're just gonna kick this over, light it, and
You're
Yep.
gonna put all 500 pounds of whale oil on
You might
your
want to. You
chest?
might want to ease into it.
all right, like
Slowly.
dribble a quarter out or some shit.
Roll
less.
a
help?
with help. We'll do athletics. I guess it's a control base because you're trying. We'll just say athletics. We'll give you an easier one. Well, you get a little bit more than you want, but it's really not that bad. It's pretty okay. It's not gonna like
I'm
burn
just-
the place down by any means.
Greasing it up.
Yeah.
I'll then roll the barrel like over here.
So you don't actually.
far from the
yeah.
fire that we're lighting.
And I will light the fire.
I'm gonna try to see what's around this corner.
Okay. In this area, you see a huge slatted animal cage with a locked gate attached to its rusty hinges, standing against the west wall of this chamber. You can't quite make out what's inside the cage yet because you haven't gone quite far enough.
This seems like where hostages would be. There's a cage,
maybe we should go get the others before we proceed forth.
but there could be people in danger.
Right, but then won't do us any good if we die trying to rescue them.
Could you make a charisma check?
Persuasion?
Sure. I'm terrible at that.
That's okay.
Oh,
I'm going to challenge it with a baseline intelligence check. I believe you.
Perfect.
-1. Okay.
You're right. That makes sense to me.
All right, we're right by the front door. Let's go grab them.
Good call.
Thank you. Guys, we found a cage full of people.
You walk in the front door and it just reeks of fucking black smoke whale oil. Just rolling.
It's full of people.
Wow.
They found the prisoners.
Wow, it's definitely not weirder in here than when we left. We found a cage.
Why is there so much black smoke pouring out of this portion of the building?
Don't worry about it.
So at this point, the chest would be currently in flames, but also it's a stone chest, so it didn't catch fire, but there's a lot of oil around it. You're gonna have to wait for a bit for this fire to go out if you want it.
I'm gonna cast Control Flame and suppress it as much as I possibly can.
You're able to do a pretty good amount. You wait like a minute and it ends up doing going out completely. And inside the chest is some more tools that would be used for flensing a whale, and a scrimshaw goat.
Pronounced fencing.
No,
Flen-
flensing is its own
flensing.
thing.
I know.
It's scary.
Flensing,
Scrimshaw.
god. A scrimshaw
It's a real thing.
goat small enough to fit in any of your hand.
Well, the good news is we
It'd be
found the
rude
people
to
we
call
came
him
here
now.
for.
Maybe.
Shoot,
Oh,
all you
you
saw
did.
was the
think-
cage.
I think we found a cage.
The large cage.
So follow me.
Us. Together.
Follow us.
So I'm right there with
Are you
you.
where you should be, you think?
Yes, exactly
He's
where I
asking
should
because we're
be.
about to be violently attacked by something horrible.
Yeah, I
so-
got a crossbow and I'm going to be in the back.
Inside of the cages, you see two shivering humans in cold weather clothing. They look fearfully at you. Are you here to help? Are you?
We're here to rescue
are-
you. We hear you're hostages of the.
Oh.
Is it 10 towns? How many towns are there?
10 10.
There's 10.
Dozen or so.
You were a knight of 10 towns there.
We are soldiers of the 10 towns from the House of the Steel Roses. We've come to rescue you.
Did you deal? Did you deal with the mammoth?
Yes, it's dead.
Oh, you didn't really. It just missed its.
No, we are aware of that now, and it was an unfortunate
if you had to-
situation
no,
that had to transpire.
Did you?
We tried talking to it first. It did not give us many choices.
Did you deal with the wolves?
What do you mean deal with the wolves?
And on that note,
Oh no.
so this one would attack you, and the
We're
other
gonna
one
send you
would
to medical
jump
collections.
on in past you. So first, the one that's going to attack you is going to be with a bite.
Can I bet that I die at level 2?
Oh, it's sorry. I should probably show that
It's far too late.
because you're surprised.
Roll
It's
it,
with
motherfucker.
advantage.
Yeah, it is.
It's 11 damage, and you are prone.
Yeah, so ow.
It's going to use a breathe weapon. That's dexterity saving throw from the 3.
God damn it.
Oh shit!
Ooh,
Okay.
you save. You save.
All right.
Oh, that's
Go
an ability
team.
check.
Oh, mine was also an
Um,
ability check, but it's the same.
Mine
Okay,
is
and
not
you
saved.
do not. So 9 damage
boy.
to Aionar and Bins, and 19 to Jensen.
Ow.
So the winter wolf is gonna bite you because you're on the ground still.
I disagree. I think he's scared and he's just gonna leave. Or he's late for a dentist appointment.
Yeah, they keep very good care of their teeth. The winter wolves.
Oh,
So
okay.
you are unconscious. And then it's going to use the rest of its movement to hop on over to here.
I like that they hop. I'm actually uncomfortable with that.
After
I'm gonna
this, I can
run.
tell you what the book thinks.
30.
Are you gonna pick up Vice along the way?
If I can? Is
Sure.
that possible?
He's small enough. I'd consider him an object interaction.
Yes.
I'll grab Vice, and that's 30. So then I'm gonna move all the way up there.
Sure.
So I will look at the two other people who are here. Ralgar, I'm assuming, is looking at me with pleading eyes. Sir Jensen
just staring
I'm
at the
just
wolf.
staring down the wolf as he is going to murder him. Is that correct?
I'm not surrounded by you. You're trapped in here with me.
Okay.
Yes.
Then I will save my turn till the end of the round. So unfortunately, this is a very short range teleport, so it's not going to be as magnificent as you may have been hoping for. But
gets
it
you
will still
away,
give you
potentially.
a
I'm ready to
But-
start.
But Frank,
yes.
Can you go through walls? Does it have to be where you can see? Or does it have to be like what is the wording on
To
it?
unoccupied spaces you can see.
Damn.
yeah, all right.
That was a good try.
So I am going to take a little bit of, it does say occupied space you can see around it. So I'm going to move him down to Ralgar. And then he is going to do the 15-foot teleport, popping us within 5 feet of him.
So I can pop him down there if you'd like. That way.
Yeah.
So I would move.
He's technically on your space, by the way. Vice is the same space as you.
So I'd move 40 away. There.
So he's here.
And then How does he look? He looks pretty bad, right?
Well, he's unconscious, so you can't tell whether he's closer or farther away from the realm of death at the moment, but he is unconscious. Holding on for dear life.
That's an action to do a medicine check.
Correct.
If I stop real fast.
Correct.
All right. Let's give it a go. I'll stop real fast. Medicine
Like
check.
yes or wolf bites. Ooh, okay. He's stable 4, and he is unconscious for a certain amount of time that I actually don't have to show you right now.
I'm doing it fast, so I don't really notice if I succeed or not. So I'm gonna pick him up, and on my next turn, I'm gonna keep moving.
Sure.
The important thing that we've learned very early on in this campaign, as opposed to very late in the last campaign, is to never help anyone.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep probably helping people. However,
That hits. He's got a net.
All right, that wolf is now restrained.
Yeah, a large or smaller creature hit by the net is restrained until freed.
That's good.
that is helpful. Yeah, I might not die now.
It's a DC 10 strength check.
Oh,
He's
strength,
probably gonna be
strength
free.
check specifically. It's actually the same
It says
both ways.
strength
That
check.
works.
Yeah. Or it can deal 5
Woo!
Motherfucker.
But that's the end
failed,
of his
that's
turn.
great.
That is, yes.
Aionar.
All right. I'm moving 30. However, he's moving here, and then we're popping 15 feet this way.
Oh, that is.
And you can go
and then
over
Sir
here.
Jensen would be to the right. Yeah.
Oh,
This guy's
thank
gonna roll
you.
so at this point, he's going to dash. And he's going to go alongside Jensen and actually run up to here.
Did I get an attack of opportunity?
No,
when he
I
goes by?
measured it and he went this way.
Yeah.
He's gonna go kill these people instead.
And he just dashed. Sir Jens. Bins is technically off the map and out of combat.
Where is the off the map?
So if you go, it's essentially if all of you can dash on your turn, you can get away and outpace them if necessary.
Okay, so
So
we are
far,
at that
no
point
one
now.
has done that. Well, if you have to disengage, you actually
I don't have to
You don't
disengage. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and then dash, and I'm off the map.
So, and another thing is, are you scattering? Because in order to get, if you want to try and stay together, I guess would be the other part of it. Or are you going to scatter? Because everyone else is going off the map to the north.
yeah, I just
It
go
might-
off. I'm operating under the principle where if I go 30 here and then 30 here, it's gonna get to me, right? Or sorry, I could do 30 here and 30 here, and I'm in their neighborhood, right?
Correct. But if you keep
Okay.
on going, you would be able to get
Yeah,
to a
so
point
I'm gonna-
where if you kept
I'm
on
gonna
going,
escape.
you'd be able to get to a point where I'd have you guys all roll stealth. to
Okay,
kind
so
of
I
hide
run
where
that
else is
way,
going.
so at least I'm in their neighborhood, not just due east.
This wolf's going to come in for a bite. It's going to hit for 8 damage. Aionar goes unconscious.
Oh, balls. Maybe you'll get lucky and go in the cage, and we'll come back and get you.
Stealth or survival if you're trying to cover your tracks. What?
Wait a minute. If that was an option, I would have picked
Okay,
survival.
take
'cause-
survival. Yeah, sorry, that was my bad. That's a lot better. So Ralgar and Sir Jensen are running north to try and catch up with Bins because Bins is faster than pretty much anyone at this point. So unless Bins decides to slow down, you're not going to be able to catch Bins very easily. But because he's got a 22 stealth. So essentially you can run in the direction Bins was going, but until Bins stops, you're probably not going to be able to see him.
So
Touche.
after, excuse me.
Can we circle back because Aionar went down? Like, is that
Yeah.
an option?
Well, yeah, if I'm covering my tracks, could we button hook back?
You could button hook back if the two of you specifically, or I mean,
I
if you
would
wanna-
button if that's an option, I would button hook back because
how
I
long
wouldn't
would
want
you
to
go? How long would you go?
Once the wolves are, I know that they're following us, but once they're out of view, I think I would start rounding back. So they obviously don't see us. Like, Because I want to make sure that Aionar, if I heard Aionar go down and I know that those humans are there, or those people are there, I would want to free them.
Would be a good. They hound you for a good amount. It's about an hour. If Bins decides he doesn't want to turn back at that point, then you would just button hook back before you saw Bins.
Yeah.
Before you
So
would know.
he would go another full movement, another 80, and then he would check on Vice again.
Okay, so you know that Vice is fully conscious. He's not conscious. He's in a stable state, and he's probably going to be out for at least an hour from that point when you would have stopped.
When I stop and check Vice, do I see anyone coming behind me?
Roll a perception check. Relgar is very stealthy, by the way. Okay, so you do not see anyone coming behind you.
Vince is gonna wait. I'd say probably like 10 minutes to see if Vice would wake up, because I don't know that he's gonna wake up in an hour.
Gotcha. So if you're waiting there for 10 minutes, then the other two would eventually catch up.
Relgar, Jensen, over here.
Bins, holy shit. Aionar didn't make it out.
We got to go back and get him.
Yeah.
Let's go. I pick up Vice.
I pick up Vice instead because I'm assuming my strengths. Oh no, you're a monk. Your strength might be high.
Oh,
Vice
my
is-
strength is
I
not.
Vice is
I
also
count
pretty
as
high.
I count as a size larger for carrying.
Oh, then Relgar should
I
fucking
just
carry.
casually throw him over his shoulder and just start jogging.
You are able to double back. And as you double back, you who would be the lead in the double back? Make a perception check, whoever's in the lead, because I imagine you're trying to see, or I guess whoever's behind, if you think they're behind, or if you think that they went back, you can do the lead.
My guy was really
group
adamant about
perception
going
check.
back.
Every three of you guys that are up, make a perception check.
Wow.
We're all paranoid enough.
Yeah.
And I'm almost dead, so I am looking everywhere.
Hey.
Not hell, but I'm looking at.
It's because you're almost
Hey,
dead.
we have a fail, a middle, and a
Cancels each other
crit.
out. You're average. Slightly below average because a crit for Relgar is 19.
Why are you so unperceptive? But also crit the number.
Because somebody had to carry us, all right? Look at your shit.
Why is the blind man carrying us?
Okay, so you make it back. You don't see any sign of wolves on your way back, and you see what looks in the distance like the body of Aionar with nothing around. If you guys would like to go up to the body, you're welcome to.
I'm going to heft a javelin, and I'm going to have.
Aionar, take him out.
Well, no, I know my
You
brother
wouldn't
is.
want this.
I know my brother is the stealthy one, right? Like
Make
you
it to
have.
your javelin.
So brother, I'll cover you.
Yeah, I would like to make a get up close enough to tell if he's even breathing.
Oh, by the way, you're also down 2 retainers, by the way. You did find 2 of their bloody corpses on the way back.
Oh,
But 4 of them were able to hide well enough during the fight.
So we each lost 1.
Correct.
I'm gonna move up with Relgar.
Okay.
That's gonna be D-Walt. Will be the one who died in this.
Sure. You can pick the retainer if you want. I don't know their names. I don't care enough. So you do even see from this instance that Aionar is currently stable, but unconscious. Very similar to your goblin party member.
I am gonna scoop him the fuck up and just start.
Are you booking it?
Yeah.
Which direction are you booking it in?
Stealthily back toward the cover where we just came from.
We're gonna cover our tracks as we run, and then find a cozy cave to post up in.
Yes! A really good cave.
Let's go.
Very good cave.
Furnished?
Mammoth corpse.
Wood stove and everything.
It does not have a
Loaded with health potions.
No, but it looks like a pretty
And
you find a
mithril.
pretty good cave out of the way that not a lot of people would, or not a lot of things would be able to.
I don't care if things. I
Have,
want to
like,
make sure that
wolf
wolves
droppings
don't.
around the outside.
There are no wolf droppings around the outside.
Okay, good.
There are yeti droppings though. No, there are
It's
not.
fine. Yeti are friendly.
That's what I'm told.
All right.
Okay, and in an hour, or a little less than an hour at this point, Vice would wake up, and then about an hour after that, Aionar would wake up.
Okay, so do we go back to the tower?
I can't really do anything.
Are you?
And
Oh,
I
you're.
think it would be foolish to go back there.
I think we
Yeah,
should just
they-
get to Dougan's
just
hole and then
Royally got our
like,
asses handed to us.
we can come back here.
Well, it
We
was
don't
the
have
surprise
to.
round that got us.
It wasn't even the surprise. They
That
have
wolf
a
was
lot
that one
more
wolf got
movement.
beat on for quite a while and was barely hurt.
I think that there was going to be more to do after that too, and it was just going to get progressively worse. I say we go to Dougan's hole, whatever it takes to get there, have a proper rest, and come up with a plan. And maybe
I
check
throw
out,
bear traps.
figure out how long we need to even be in Dougan's hold, and then we can always come back and do this. This doesn't seem time sensitive anymore.
You don't think it's time sensitive that 2 teenagers are in a steel cage and the only thing that's going to give them supplies is 2 dire wolves at their
No,
mercy?
there's also whatever's controlling the dire wolves.
Yeah,
The
I don't.
the giant encased in ice.
No, the mammoth was bringing them food.
We killed the mammoth.
No,
We killed the mammoth.
I do think we have to go to Dougan's Hold. I think if we go back there, one or more of us die in a very similar fashion. Like, we are basically just absurdly fortunate that Aionar was able to teleport us out and Bins was able to run real fast. Like, if Bins had gone down and Aionar had gone down as our 2 people, Jensen, you and I would be dead.
We don't know that.
You lost
need to
like
regroup.
2 liters of blood
I just got frosty.
before getting trapped in a corner with 2 wolves.
Well, my character wouldn't have actually lost blood. He would have gotten frostbite. Ridiculous. I lost all my health to the frost breath. I never actually got bit.
Oh,
The
well,
biting went right into my armor and didn't do anything. It's the frost breath that fucks me up. It's Vice who got bit to death.
Yeah, it
I
was.
just didn't get a chance to do anything. He was just down.
Yeah.
I got snuck up on and then murdered.
fucking ended.
Yeah.
All right, so we need some place to rest for real, and then come back and save the teenagers.
Yes.
Yep.
Well, I don't even know. We don't know what awaits us in Dougan's hole. This might be a greater good thing.
No, we're not leaving the teenagers behind. We got to come back and save the teenagers.
Yeah, but we might be able to do that.
I'm not
better.
abandoning the teenagers. I will leave you in Dougan's hold and do it on my own if I have to.
Okay.
Okay, so wait, I want to figure out how likely it is that we're going to part ways, but how long are you going to wait before you go back there?
We'll go to Dougan's hold. We'll rest up, resupply, and go back out. There's just 2 wolves. We've already taken care of the mammoth.
We
We're
won't
not
be
leaving
full
it.
strength again for 2 days.
Yeah. I think while we're in Dougan's Hold, we should take care of what we got to do in Dougan's Hold.
You want to
Like-
leave, brother? You want to leave the prisoners there, the young teenagers from the 10 villages, alone in a frosty cell?
I don't, but I recognize when something is probably going to result in my death.
I think now that we know what the danger is, it's fine. We didn't know that the wolves were gonna pounce on us. We know that they're there. They're the last of the danger. We can't leave, brother. We can't leave them there to die.
They're not
They're not gonna be fed. Nothing is going to take care of them. It's cold.
And we came about this close from leaving them there to die.
Because we
with
got
our bodies piled in front of them.
only because we were caught by surprise after already being weakened severely by fighting the mammoth.
Those wolves could have walked in afterward and said hi to us and still wrecked our shit.
If we were at strength, knowing that I know that we would beat them.
How many do you think there are total?
2.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we saw 2. Why do you think that there
Okay.
would be more? Why wouldn't there have just gotten us in the woods if there were more than 2?
Let us take the 2 days to rest, and in those 2 days, we can also investigate what we came here to do.
That's
And
what
then
I'm
we can
thinking.
go back
Like, let-
for
I'm
the-
not leaving them there for longer than we have to.
that I
will
would
go
say is
alone if I
not
have
longer
to,
than we
brother.
have to.
But I am
It's 2
not
days.
leaving them there.
We won't be full
2 days,
strength.
and we will go back.
It'll take us 2 days to get back to full strength.
Then after that I'll turning around and I'm going to rescue them.
Okay. You'll give us 2 days, though.
Once we're back to full strength, yes. But until then, I will go with you.
Let's go see what's in Dougan's hole. We don't even know why we're going there yet.
So yeah, you're able to make your way to Dougan's hole late at night on the edge of exhaustion. In front of you, you see a small town. Unlike Bryn Shandir, Dougan's hole has no walls. There's a couple of trees surrounding it, but mostly it's just a very small town, a bunch of huts around it, and a couple of piers. The piers you see in the distance have been long frozen over due to Oriel's winter. And in the very far distance past the piers, you see what looks like a large gathering of stones in a circle, and then a large stone in the center of it, which you guys would all know, being from 10 towns, as the 20 Stones of Thrun, which is the only thing that exists in Dougan's Hole. Dougan's Hole is also known to have 0 inns or taverns. It really is kind of it's not a great place. It's not like it's bad. It's not like they're going to turn you away, but there are no taverns, no normal lodging, no normal adventurer accommodations. It's just houses, a speaker's house, the leader of the place, and the 10 Stones of Thrun.
I'll march up to the speaker's house and rap neighborly on the door.
You do a nice little rap, neighborly, and you hear some rustling from the inside, and you see a little peephole open out of the door, and she's like, "Who's there?"
Greetings, speaker. 'Tis I, Sir Jensen of the House of the Steel Roses, and my brother Ralgar. We request accommodations as we pledge forth on our journey for the soldiers of the 10 towns.
We haven't had a soldier here in a long time. Guys don't tend to come out this way at all. What brings you here?
We were making the rounds when we discovered that some teenagers were captured by a series of dire wolves. We were unable to free them, but we did kill some of their compatriots. We just request shelter until we can rest up and go back after them.
Roll a persuasion check.
The moment
Wow.
that Ross realizes he's not playing a charisma character anymore.
I am playing a
Still playing a
charisma
charisma
character, and I
character.
still rolled terrible.
I mean, there's really no room in here, but you can go by the stables if you'd like. There's some room probably near the horses.
Fine. I see you have very little to offer. Fine, the stables will have to do. We'll speak in the morning.
You don't have
Thank
to.
you, good sir. Hope you have a
Ma'am.
wonderful night.
But thank you. You have a good night too, Wiggins.
Sorry,
Making an
very,
old
very
lady up in the
blind.
middle of her sleep. That you didn't even know because she just opened up a peephole. You saw her eye the entire time. She never opened the door.
You have a very brusque voice. Ah!
So there is a stable with a few horses. You can make a pretty decent accommodations.
We at least won't freeze to death outside.
You wake up in Dougan's hole. Nothing happened at all that night. And as
Dougan
you
didn't
all
hold
are
us?
waking up feeling not like you got the best night's sleep you've ever had, but it's enough to get a full long rest. A little bit sore back, from having to sleep in the hay that didn't quite do a great job as a mattress.
I feel like shit.
You do feel like shit. But it served its purpose, and no wolves came for you that night. A lady who seems to be starts coming towards the stalls where the horses are, and as she rounds the corner, she looks at you all and's like, "Holy shit! Where did you guys come from?" And this lady
Out.
is a
Answer. We've
Probably.
been here. We slept here last night.
a relatively normal height person with pointy teeth and a 6 fingers on one hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here, start murdering people.
Well, I mean, this isn't uncommon for people to rest in the stalls here. Well, what brings you fine folks to Dougan's Hole?
Wolves.
You know about the
Yep.
wolves.
We were chased here by wolves.
Did you see my kids?
Yes, I was about to go actually back out and rescue them. We weren't able to get them on the first round, but we're certainly going to get them on the second one.
As fast as you could. They lost their father about a year ago, and
I looked at the team. It's like, you were going to see, we do have to rescue them. They lost their father. Look back at her a year ago. A year ago.
it's really hard on them losing their father and their uncle at the same time.
Tragic.
And their sister?
No,
They're on.
no, my brother was a fantastic father to them.
Oh, right.
May whichever god I happen to
This
worship.
is
'cause
written
I never
in the
learned
book.
that part.
Yeah,
This-
we did
this
hear.
This is
We did
actually
hear about this.
This character is written in the book, and it says that her late
We were
husband,
we
that
were
was her brother, died a year
We
ago.
were warned about Dougan's Hole.
We were warned. We were told.
Been going
Her
on
husband, brother.
for a little while. No, he just died of complications.
The rickets. Or some other old-timey disease.
I like rickets. I think that's a good one.
If you do need supplies, we have literally nothing here to give, but there is a traveling caravan currently in the ice off of the pier, got its wheels stuck and is just been hanging out for a week. We don't go up there anymore because they are fed up with our antics.
What are your antics?
Just stick around, you'll find out.
You really want to stay another day here learning this woman's antics?
But if you want to, Torg's caravan is out there and might be probably fine with talking to other people. Torg's Emporium, I don't know if
I
you know
mean,
about
let's
them.
think about it, guys. They might have something we could trade.
And
Head
we
of
should be-
character. This is the caravan we're looking for.
Correct.
We
Let's
gotta
to
go.
the caravan.
yeah,
We
we're
have an
gonna go-
extra day
yeah.
Anyway.
Yep. That's why we're going to the caravan.
Okay, so you go
Back
out
to Dougan's Hole.
towards the ice where the pier is. You would see in the distance the caravan currently with one wheel in the water, kind of like what looks like an ice fishing hole. One of the wheels is stuck in there, and it looks like it kind of froze around the wheel, so they're trying to like get it chiseled out. And you see 3 heavily laden dog sleds. Wait a minute, not a wheel. It's a part of a dog sled actually fell into it, like the front part of the back part of the dog sled, because no dogs were harmed in the making of this. The back part of the dog sled fell into the ice
I mean, that is
water.
the heavy side of it.
And it's 3 heavy laden dog sleds. There are currently 18, because it's 6 dogs pull each sled. And the one that currently has nothing on it is the one that's in the ice. But it looks like because there are provisions strewn everywhere, that was the one that originally had all the provisions for the caravan. They don't look like the provisions have been like opened up, but like could still potentially sell stuff. There is actually a small little, really makeshift spot on the ice for selling different medicines, vials of different things, specifically like pesticides, actually, vials of poison for killing vermin. wines, ales, furs, that kind of thing. And yeah, currently around that is a dwarf with a shield on her back, long orange hair, no beard, and no like discerning marks of like any dwarvish clans or anything like that on armor or any tattoos or anything like that. And she is currently with 4 human-looking bodyguards, and then 1 human-looking bodyguard that is also looking rather pale. They're all kind of mulling about. One of the dwarf herself is currently manning the shop, while the 4 regular bodyguards are trying to deal with the ice around the dog sled, and the other one is kind of keeping watch, being more bodyguard-esque in case any trouble were to happen.
I know where we can get some whale oil to get you right out of that ice in a jiffy, if you'll just come with us. There's barrels of it.
I mean, I appreciate the gesture, but I do have some whale oil here. This ice is, I don't know what's up with this ice. It's a little bit more resistant. And also, if we light too much fire to it and then the entire sled goes under, I'd like to not lose a dog sled. So we're trying to chisel it in any way, shape, or form.
It's always worked for us, but I understand the concern.
I'd like to not use it. Trust me, it's been suggested many times. She kind of looks you all over and like, I do see no extra limbs or appendages, so I imagine you're not from Dougan's Hole.
Oh, that wasn't just limited to that one person?
Oh, no. No. Anything I can get you?
We'd like to look over provisions, I suppose.
Well, I got your normal stuff, your flint and tinder. I got some whale oil here, though I think you just apparently know.
We know where to get it.
I got some ale, medicine. I don't know if you have a vermin problem, but I got a little poison for rats if you need it.
Take some of that poison for the rats.
Sure. How much does that go for?
Poison's expensive. Even basic poison, I think, is like 25 to 50.
Oh boy, it is 100 gold pieces.
Yep.
Never mind.
One of the only thing that I could find on the internet on why Poisoner was broken is that you can go you can make poison for cheap and resell it for money. It is the stock. It's the stonk market if your GM lets you do it.
If you can find the place for it, maybe.
The hard part with poisons is supposed to be that you're not really allowed to sell it legally.
True.
They're selling it as rat poison, but you'd be selling it as people poison.
Extremely good rat poison.
Do they have anything cool for like weapons, armor, stuff, gadgets?
Oh, no armor, just provisions. She's like a general store, a traveling
Medicine
general
do they
store.
have?
What? What kind of medicine?
What kind of medicine?
Just your basic medicine. Heal you up. Heal a stomach ache if necessary. That kind of thing.
Do we have snowshoes?
You do have snowshoes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I look over his stuff, and then I look at I wanted to call him Sild. I look at Aionar. Why are we here? We have all this.
I'm not the person to ask that since I've been asking
at a
questions on it the whole time.
You're the
I
one who
need
told me we
you-
should come here.
You are here because you are supposed to discreetly deal with the.
No. The player,
I-
not asking.
I don't-
My
I am.
character.
Okay.
delivers my
Rufus
I,
is
the
currently
character, am
asking
asking. Yeah.
I mean, Ross, do you know? Because you can tell them, or do you want me to tell everyone if everyone's asking out of character? Because you guys would know.
I mean, I also don't really know, but
Okay.
I am in
You
character.
are
asking
here-
I don't
Aionar
remember.
Belmora
why we came here. We seem to have all this stuff.
Belmora gave you the quest to deal with someone called Sephek Kaltro, who is a pale humanoid that seems to have been touched by the Frostmaiden in some way, gifted by the Frostmaiden specifically, who has been enacting murders against
Can we
anyone
put
that
this-
tries to run away. I know I have to type a lot. That anyone that tries to run away from their sacrifice. Because you guys would know that the 10 towns do the sacrifices of either warmth, food, or human sacrifices to Ariel. Because that's the reason that you had the whole like almost convincing Vice that it's fine to sacrifice, because sacrificing actually makes things work, and that was one. Yeah. But as far as that, it's Sephek Kaltro. So you would know whoever is not Sir Jensen, because Jensen probably wasn't filled in that much on this. That your pale, the pale man is probably Sephek Kaltro, because he is unnaturally pale, and looks like little bits of like frost wisps come off his skin.
I'm gonna try to inconspicuously hide, but like if I get pointed out, I'm just gonna try to play it off as something else.
Sure, you can stealth. You do know,
Around
as
the
far
backside
as
of the
Sephek
sled.
Kaltro goes, I mean, he's a bodyguard. You don't know if he's always there specifically. It's not like, you know that he goes off sometimes to do his murders. You know that.
Didn't you already say there was a pale person?
Yeah, that's
here?
just what I'm saying.
Yes.
Is he's there right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want to be in sight.
Sure. So then you just roll stealth. You feel pretty stealthy.
How long have you all been traveling together prior to getting stuck here?
Oh, it's been a couple 10 days, not gonna lie.
How
20
strong
days.
do they look? Does it look like we can just like clobber them right now? Or do they look pretty well armed?
Roll an insight check.
Okay. Because if we look like we can just steamroll them.
I mean, altogether is probably not the best idea, but individually or not with everyone there probably is takeable.
Okay, so it doesn't look
He
like
definitely looks the strongest out of all of them.
it doesn't look like I could just boom headshot and
These
he's
don't
just gone.
look. Yeah, they don't look. Oh, for him, no.
Okay.
Nice.
Oh,
Start
yeah,
moseying.
no. Yeah, he looks menacing.
His sword looks fancy. I'm scared of him.
I pictured him older and frailer.
No, he's pale as could be. Well, technically, he's paler than the picture as far as the description goes, but
The eyeballs are also kind of White Walker-ish.
a
Yeah.
little bit
Mhm.
on the cold.
I'm sure he just looks dark comparatively to the white background.
Possible. Okay.
All right. Well, if we can think of any way to help get you freed, we'll be back because we're going to be around for at least another day or so.
I'd appreciate it. Thank you. Could get you a bit of medicine for free if you'd like,
That would be wonderful.
as long as you can help me out there.
So once we're far enough away, I'm going to say one or two of us should post up
Yep.
in a way that we can keep an eye on them and see if they rotate out guards, what the situation is.
So you
Yeah.
go up to that house. Who's doing what? The door is currently closed, by the way.
Check. Yeah, all right. The sight lines are great from that.
Okay.
You realize that windows don't have to be that linear, right? You can
No, you can only look at them from straight on.
only 90-degree angles in that house.
Yep.
Bins goes up.
Oh wow. Okay.
When I see him go towards the actually like knock on the
Yeah.
door, I will also approach the
I
building.
wanted to wait long enough for Jensen and Ralgar to come back, so I'm going
They're
up
like
there. as
you
they're
see them coming
back.
down the street. As you would come up, so you guys can all meet them at the door if you'd like. And then, yeah. What would you like to do at their front door or back door?
I go
Which
up
one
and
are you
knock
doing?
neighborly.
Are you entering in through the roadside, right? You're not going through trying to go
Oh,
knock on
yeah.
the back door. Okay.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Okay. Jensen would knock neighborly, and a peephole would open up. Who are you?
Hi, I am Sir Jensen of the House of the Steel Roses. I was hoping we could might be able to beg your favor. The We're just resting one more night before we go out to deal with the dire wolves, and we're looking for a place to rest that's a little bit warmer than the stable. We have
Steaks.
mammoth steaks to barter and trade.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess they finally sent someone to go deal with those wolves, and that's never come this way.
House of the Steel Roses never fails to answer a call.
Well, I mean, you failed for multiple 10 days to answer the call, but I guess finally something
didn't call
is
me.
something. Let me go grab my husband really quick, and
Did you say husband?
yes.
Yes, it did.
That's a I'm gonna let that one slide. That's a lovely thing that y'all have.
Mike, you're so fucking proud of yourself for that one.
It's just great. It's a great.
Out of character, what weird limbs does this person have?
Well, she would open the door, and you would see that she is wearing sandals and has webbed feet.
Sandals is an interesting choice in this climate.
Right? Shoes are kind of restrictive to webbed feet.
You know what isn't? Boots.
You think they have
Hide
money?
them fucking
You think
toes.
they have money for boots over here?
No.
I don't know.
Okay.
She's got a house.
So he comes down. He is very, very pointy teeth and a very small third ear.
Well, at least he'll hear us.
Where is the third ear?
It's right here
in the forehead? Yeah, of course.
Dead center
Classic.
forehead.
Classic.
Beautiful.
Um,
Left ear, right ear. Like, is it leaning above the right eye?
It's sideways, so you can't
Just-
quite tell.
Just finned.
Well, if it's sideways, that means that their face is a little bit more symmetrical than it would have been. Because otherwise,
Tell
they'd
me
hear
he's
too
got
good
an
to the left.
industrial in that sucker too.
Why do they all have pointy teeth?
I don't know. That's a Wizards of the Coast question. That's actually a specific thing they added. Some of this has been my flair. Some of this has
What
been
is-
theirs.
Vince is,
I just
Vince is
kinda ran
actually
with it.
asking this.
What does
Um,
Wizards of the Coast have against people from
Inbreds?
Alabama?
I don't understand. They just really wanted to throw this together.
Inbreeding?
Yeah, I don't know why, but I don't actually. As far as the pointy teeth goes, I don't know. They didn't actually give me a reason.
Dear Mr. Crawford, I'm dying to know.
But he comes to the door and says, my wife here tells me that you are here to help with the wolves and would like to stay in our abode.
Yep, we have mammoth steaks to trade for thank you for the hospitality. Well, there's some children we need to rescue. We spotted their tower. Few days to the north, south. What way did we come here?
West.
North from the north. Few days to the west, and
We
west, and we just need to recuperate. We'll be back out to rescue them.
Yeah, with those mammoth steaks, I guess you have a deal.
Beautiful.
And you go
I'll start
into
cooking.
an okay sized house. Not the best accommodations, but it'll do. And yeah, you start cooking. And over time, you cook, you have a
If I
good...
squint out that window, are they all still chilling
And
out
you
there?
do see the caravan goes away from the sled for the night into town somewhere. That's pretty good steaks. And you see that Sephek Kaltro is left behind to watch the last dog sled that's stuck on the ice.